One thing that you did that I still remember, which I appreciated a lot in that talk, was you, from time to time, you kept making references to mentoring and business mentoring. And there was an event organized by the Association of Business Mentors. Most people in the audience were business mentors. So you made these references. So you made it relevant to them. Now, could you tell us why you do this? Why is this important? And also, if you have any other examples, or in general, how do you go about making your presentations relevant to that particular audience?
The depth will vary. The reason I do it is I want people to think I'm talking to them. I don't want people to feel that they're getting an off-the-shelf talk that they could just watch on YouTube. But it's relevant to them and that I understand them. Because if I don't feel that you understand me, you know what my challenges are, then why should I listen to you? So I want to invest in the audience. Where I'm maybe keynoting at an industry conference, I will go off and research that industry. So to give you a couple of examples, I gave a talk for Weller, the hair products company, which I always think is quite ironic.
Look at me.
The person speaking after me was Sir Clive Woodward, who's also follically challenged, and we had a photo together in front of the Weller logo, and I thought, was that in their marketing? But I gave a talk for Weller. Now, I know nothing about the hairdressing industry. So what I did is I insist on a briefing with a client, found out what they wanted to achieve from the talk and their perspective. And then the talk was for 200 of the leading hairdressers in the UK who use Weller products. So I got them to introduce me to 5 of those hairdressers. I sent them out a brief questionnaire, and then I had a phone call with them to understand how my material would be relevant in their world. And talk about the slides. The slides included their tweets, their campaigns, so it was their stories. Another example, I spoke for the Relocation Agents Network, which is a network of estate agents. So what I did, I was referred by one of the estate agents who'd seen me speak elsewhere. I spent a half a day at their office. I talked to the team members. I understood what they did well, what their strengths were, and I took some of their examples. And in fact, they had a real star performer who was brilliant at generating new business through her network. So I had, and I got her permission first, I had a slide that was her face and then her 8 top tips coming out in speech bubbles. So I made her the star. I have a client, the British Boarding Schools Network, and I'm very proud of this one. I've spoken for them a couple of conferences, and I've done a video series for them as well. And I remember my client, Suzanne, saying to me after the first one that she had members come up and say, "What do you mean he doesn't work in education?" And all I had to do was have a basic understanding. My opening line was that you're facing competition from countries like Ireland and Malta, which you haven't before. Now, you and I probably wouldn't know that normally, but everyone in that industry does. And it's just knowing those little things that make a difference.